Hey guys, Duckling Pow here, back with another Destiny 2 based video for you guys. Now, as the title says, this is going to be a video explaining and telling all the things that I am looking forward to when Destiny 2 comes around. I know the Destiny 2 beta is on Tuesday. I cannot fucking wait for that. I am so hyped for that. But Destiny 2 as a whole is only about 53, 54 days away, something like that. So I really cannot wait. So I'm going to make this video basically explaining things that I'm looking forward to. Then on Saturday or something I'll have a video explaining things I am not looking forward to. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so the first thing I am looking forward to in Destiny 2 is the fact that it is a brand new start. It's a new fresh start. You're losing all your old armor pieces. So bye-bye Grasper Moloch. Bye-bye Clever Dragon, bye-bye Distant Star, bye-bye Midas Multi-Tool, bye-bye Last Word, finally, thank God, bye-bye all of the helmets and chest pieces and other armor pieces, goodbye everything like that, goodbye Tower. It's so many new things at once that the new start is just going to be so good. Just getting like a little bit of like armor or a weapon that's like slightly better than your previous or current one. And then you just feel so good. Like when you first started playing Destiny and you did the first few missions and you were getting armor pieces that were like 5 light, and then as soon as you get like an armor piece that's like 27 light, you think that is the greatest thing in the entire game. You're like, this is the best armor piece that I can possibly get. And then you get a better one like a few missions later, and then you just keep on improving. Like, that's why I like a fresh start, because it's rapid improvement. So like you see improvement quickly, rather than getting like Grasper Moloch that's one light level higher, so you have to infuse it into your one that's the god roll. Like, that isn't what I like about Destiny. I like the fact where at the start you could progress really fast. You could start getting like armor pieces, a new armor piece like every single mission or something like that. And it was just really fun. But anyway, that is why I am looking forward to a new start in Destiny 2. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm looking forward to is all of the new destinations and things that we're going to be able to explore in Destiny 2. Like, one of my favourite things, again, about when we first started playing Destiny 1, or when I started playing it at least, was exploring all of like the destinations, like exploring the Cosmodrome for the first time, exploring Mars and Venus for the first time, even exploring the Tower. Like, when you first get into the Tower, you see loads of different Guardians, and you just like, what is this magical place? I get to meet loads of people, yet you never speak to any of them, because the tower is basically just where you go to be by yourself or with your closest friends and just open some engrams after a hard day of grinding strikes and getting 14 exotic engrams. So, like, it's just going to be so much more fun to just be able to go back to like the roots of Destiny 1 and just basically relive everything, but in different ways, you know what I mean? Like, instead of exploring the Cosmodrome, we're going to be exploring Io. Instead of exploring Mars, we're going to be exploring the European Dead Zone. Instead of other places, we're going to be visiting other planets and other things. And apparently they're going to be even bigger than all of the planets in, like, current Destiny. So it's just like, what do you even mean? Why? Like, I cannot wait to just... Like, it's going to be so annoying just to, like, have to get through all of them if they are as big as they're promising. But it's not even just that, it's all of, like, the new maps and all of the new strikes and everything, because sometimes strikes can take you into new locations, which just makes the maps feel even bigger. And then you've just got, like, Crucible maps, which... Oh, God, I just cannot wait for Destiny 2. On to the next point. Next up on my list, guys, well, it's not really a list in order, it's just more of a list of things that I really want to see. Next is the story mode. Now, we all know, I've said this plenty of times on this channel, it's been said plenty of time on other channels, it's basically like a meme, or it was a meme when, like, it was actually, you know, current. But the story mode, if they make this story mode good, like, I don't think anything can stop Destiny 2, because Destiny 1, like... in the first year, it was a great game. Like, Crucible was great, Strikes were great, and everything like that. Gameplay was just brilliant. But the fact that the story mode was really bad, that, like, disconnected a lot of players and made a lot of people not want to even bother with it. And they dropped out as soon as, like, year 1 even started. So by that point, the game had been damaged before it had even really properly started, because as soon as, like, Taken King came in and Rise of Iron, the story modes really started to pick up and started to become a lot better. But they were quite short stories. They were only like 10 missions or something, rather than the big entire story of Destiny 1, which was long but shit. So if they can make a story that's as long as, or longer than Destiny 1's even, and as good as, if not better than, something like Rise of Irons or Taken King, then Destiny 2 will be a barnstormer of a game. I guarantee it, and I just can't wait to play the story mode. On to the next point. Alright, and next on the list, guys, is new exotics. Now, we all know the best thing about Destiny, when exotics were rare, that is, was getting all the exotics. Like in year 1, getting the Galahorn. Do you remember how big that was? I started playing like a bit later after the release. I started playing at Christmas, and when I got the Galahorn, I didn't really know what it was at that point. I was just like, oh, that's pretty sick. I got it in an engram, for God's sake. I was just there like, oh, I got the Galahorn, because my mate had been telling me that he really, really wanted it. He'd been playing it since day one. I was like, oh yeah, I just got the Galahorn. He was so vexed at me, because I just got it from a fucking engram. He'd been doing the raid almost every single week and not getting it. And oh boy, just that feeling again, getting something like the Dubious Volley, which is looking to be a very good weapon. I cannot wait for the new exotics, because they can make them out of this world. Like, basically the only limitation with exotics is your fucking imagination, in all honesty. Like, who would have ever thought that you'd have a fusion rifle that fires like massive fuck off things, or a dragon looking rocket launcher that can fire flame and napalm everywhere. That fucking voice break, kill me now please. I've got to end it there. I know that's just a bit embarrassing. Let's just move on. Alright guys, next on this list is all of the new subclasses. Now, let me just say, from what we've seen of all the new subclasses so far, like Dawnblade, Arcstrider, and Sentinel, I can tell you Sentinel's going to be the best. Or at least I heavily believe that Sentinel's going to be the best. Dawnblade, you can fly through the sky and you throw flaming projectiles from a sword, and you can also hit people with the sword. With Arcstrider, it's basically a slightly improved blade dancer, but with Sentinel, you can charge at them and hit like you would with Arcstrider, but then you can also throw the projectile like Dawnblade, but it goes faster and it's also obviously harder to dodge. It also ricochets and can kill up to at least 3 people with 1 hit, and you can also shoulder charge, like from what it looked like on the gameplay, like the Twilight Garrison. Now this could be what turns most people, and that's what I've been hearing everywhere, into Titan Master Race. If it is as good as I'm predicting it to be in the beta, I'm a Titan Master Race all day. I'm only going to play Titan pretty much for like the first month or something, until I finally get bored and I'm like, let's do this on a Warlock or a Hunter or something. But it's not even just the new subclasses, it's all the things like the little changes that they've done to the older ones. Like Nova Bomb, I really want to see what they do with those changes. Fist of Havoc becoming a roaming super, I want to see how they balance that in Crucible. And Golden Gun now having like 6 shots. I want to see how they make all of this work, and it's just going to be really good, like not only to get new things, but to have like old supers that we're like bored of at this point changed around and made a little bit different, just to switch it up a bit, because we have had 3 years of those 3 supers that I've just mentioned, and that could just get really boring. And the other ones, like, because obviously you started with 2 supers, I'm not even going to go through all of them because that's just long, but you started with 2 supers. The first 2 supers that you've ever got have either been slightly changed or removed and replaced. So basically we're only getting the year 2 supers, and then, you know, changed ones from year 1. So that could be really good, really fresh, really exciting, and I'm just really looking forward to the beta where we get to play the 3 new subclasses especially. I just cannot wait. Now let's move on to the penultimate entry on this list. I know penultimate is a great word, by the way, I'm such a smart guy, but let's just move on to that, why don't we? Alright guys, the second to last thing on this list, and I know second to last isn't as good as penultimate, it doesn't sound as grandiose or majestic or as appealing, but anyway, the second to last thing that I have written down on my little list here, my little list, is null sectors. I really want to try null sectors, in all honesty, like, because in my wishlist video I said I wanted something like, I wanted mini raids, I said, which would be like 40-minute activities, something like that, similar to a strike but similar to a raid as well. And null sectors could be like that, because we haven't seen them in action. We haven't seen any gameplay of a null sector, or at least I haven't yet. At the time of this recording it could have just been released and I haven't checked up on it yet, at which point the timing is terrible on that. But if it is like what I'm thinking, then that could be one of my wishes on my wish list fulfilled, which was the one that I was thinking would least likely become a thing. But null sectors, they could actually be really fun because it gives you just more stuff to do, in all honesty. Like, because when Destiny starts getting monotonous and boring, it's just like most games, once it starts getting boring, you don't want to do anything, and once you've done everything, you don't want to do all again. Whereas Destiny 1, I think it has more of a replayability, but what do you do once you've done, like, the Sepix Prime Strike 150 times? You don't want to do it ever again, because you've got everything that you can possibly get out of it, from enjoyment to loot. So basically, null sectors are they're just a little something extra. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, definitely, but we need to just see how they go. I'm very optimistic from that. I believe they are going to be quite good and quite successful and quite fun and everything, because most things Destiny do are actually quite fun. But anyway, let's move on to the final point on this list, and I'm pretty sure you're all happy to hear that because you're done hearing me nattering, and I am, to be honest, because I'm getting bored of my voice. But anyway, let's just move on to that. Alright, and the last thing I'm looking forward to is Crucible. Now, I've put Crucible down specifically because in an IGN gameplay, they showed us some control gameplay, and this looks really cool. I like the new control. Like, the way that they've changed it around and everything, the little changes that they've done have made it a whole lot better and a lot easier to follow and everything. Now, in Destiny 1, when you were playing it, you got like 25 points extra after a kill for however many points you had, and you would get points for like using a super, you get points for headshots, you just get loads of little bits of points that would just like ruin it and make it a lot more confusing. That's been removed. It's now a lot simpler. It's literally just you get a point for a kill, and then points for however many flags you have afterwards. So you can get, I think it might be 3 or 4, depending. I didn't really pay too much attention, but that's a lot easier to follow. Also, as soon as you spawn in, A and C flag respectively, automatically captured, means you can go straight into fighting rather than just sitting around. Also, it don't matter how many people you have on a flag now, it'll still capture the exact same speed. There's not going to be any changes in the capture speed, which is really good because it doesn't waste time if you're capturing it by yourself. Also, the flags don't need to be neutralized, you just straight away capture them, so that's going to make it quicker again. And also, they are a little bit shorter, which means that you can get more games and get more loot, and it's just going to be all around positive. Anyway, guys, if you have enjoyed that video, then please press that like button and that subscribe button, and go do the same to the rest of Chapow, because their names will be in the description down below. Also, go do it to Phantom, his name will also be in that description down below, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.